Hello and welcome to the news brief for Saturday, June 13th. I hope that you're having a great weekend. And there was not a GSN last week. I was out of town, first of all, for our retreat last week for our priest, which was great. And then I had a wedding in Nebraska. So this was a person that I knew when she was at a previous parish in Sabetha, Kansas, and then I got to be her confirmation sponsor later, and so it was really wonderful to celebrate the next stage in her journey. So that's where I was last week, but I am here this week. I won't be here next week. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. What is happening in our parish? Well, there's quite a bit that's happening, actually, as we are doing all kinds of organization and doing things around the parish and getting our new parish manager, Mike Gomez, which I need to film on this. He was here a couple weeks ago introducing himself, but we'll put him on this program as well. But all of the things, getting things kind of organized and tooled up for the coming year. We had Vacation Bible School this week, which I think was a great success. The kids seemed to have a wonderful time, and thanks to all the team to make that happen. Thanks to Becca Gregory and Veronica Olivares for putting all of that together. What else is happening? Well, I just finished doing the survey that the Archdiocese is asking us to do. It's very good. It asks a whole lot of questions over a variety of topics, and you will put there, like, is this a high priority for us as a diocese or a low priority, and then in between as well, so, or a no priority even. So please, if you are opinionated, if you have any thoughts or opinions, please do that survey, and because we want to get good data about where our priorities should be as a diocese. As Bishop McKnight has now finished his first year as a bishop, he wants to really get some good direction of what we should be doing in Kansas City and Kansas. So please fill out that survey. I would appreciate it. There will be a pilgrimage informational night. We're taking that pilgrimage this coming August and September. And this Friday evening, June 19th at 6:30 in the social hall, we are having an informational meeting. We've done this once before, but we thought it'd be good to do it again. People still have questions about how this works. And so if you've already attended one, you don't need to come again. But this is to, again, help people to see if this is the right pilgrimage for them. So that's this Friday, June 19th at 6:30. Next weekend is Father's Day, and that is the weekend that you return those bottles that we were distributing on Mother's Day to help with crisis pregnancies. So bring those bottles back on Father's Day. That's that baby bottle boomerang with the hopefully donations in there as well. I'm glad that our parish does that each year. Our food truck is also here next week, so the needs are always great, so please consider helping out with the food truck, which will be here next week. We are also taking, as we have taken for the past several years, a box fan collection, so collecting those fans, especially for those who are in these hot summer months and don't have means to air conditioning or whatever. These box fans are a great opportunity. So please get those in by June 27th, or you can also make a cash donation for those as well. What is next here? June 28th. This is exciting news, I think. So June 28th, that is Sunday at the 8 a.m. Mass, Father Will Sutherland will be celebrating that Mass, and we'll have a little reception for him as well. It's customary for newly ordained priests to do a Mass of Thanksgiving in places that have been important in their journey. And Father Will was amazing as a seminarian. Then he was here last summer as a deacon as well. And now he's Father Will Sutherland. He wants to come and celebrate a Mass with our community. So he'll be here Sunday, June 28th for the 8 o'clock Mass, reception afterwards. So if you'd like to see him again, that's his final weekend before he begins his assignment at St. Paul in Olathe. We took up that collection. Thanks for all those who contributed to the drawing for the beautiful Guadalupe statue, Our Lady of Guadalupe statue. The donations were very generous. So the net gain, I guess, or the whatever it is after expenses is $5,592. So that's a great fundraiser that we had for our parish. So grateful for those that organized that and for those who contributed to that. And congratulations to the winner. I forget who it was, but they were there last week and I got to bless that statue. So that is that. If you know someone that wants to become Catholic or wants to learn more about the Catholic faith, we have a couple of informational sessions. Those will be on Sunday, July the 12th at 11 a.m. in the Social Hall, Sunday, July the 12th at 11 a.m. And then Monday, July the 13th at 7 o'clock to 8:30 in the library. So it's an informational, no pressure kind of thing. Just if you have a significant other of any sort, a loved one that has maybe expressed interest, this might be a good kind of touch point to learn more about the OCIA, becoming Catholic. And then Archbishop McKnight has encouraged us all to have a greater devotion to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And there's more information to follow, but we are really encouraged to have an enthronement of the image of the Sacred Heart. There's a beautiful image that is available to us, done by a local artist named Jason Janicki. And that image is available, but any image that you'd like to have, it's really encouraged to have an enthronement ceremony. And Archbishop McKnight has provided kind of a little liturgy that any family can do in their home to really set this place under the consecration of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. The bishops just this past Thursday, on the vigil of the celebration of the Sacred Heart, reconsecrated our country to the Sacred Heart of Jesus in preparation for the 250th anniversary of our country. I think it's a wonderful thing to rededicate ourselves to Jesus Christ, in particular the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Our delegation to El Salvador, El Buen Pastor, is there right now, and so prayers for them. They continue to be blessed. I enjoy seeing the updates from there. What a special connection we have with that community down there in El Buen Pastor, and I hope that they will continue to be blessed and continue to build those connections. Apparently, when they were going in, it was a big rainstorm, and they got to see just how effective our bridge is that we helped them build down there. To let all that water go underneath the bridge. So that's pretty much it. I will be out of town next week, so there won't be a GSN next week. I will be on vacation. This is my annual journey to NerdCon. Normally I do that in August to a different one in Indianapolis. I'm going to a little bit of a smaller convention this year in Columbus, Ohio. I've been to that one before, but I'm excited to go back to Origins Game Fair. So I'm going with a priest friend of mine and looking forward to a little bit of R&R. So have a great week and we will see you next time.